This is especially for those that always complain of bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. If you suffer bad luck, this video is for you. If you experience disappointment, failure, people promise and fail you, this video is for you. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thanks so much for stopping by. If you are new here for the first time, you are so welcome. My name is Pamela. So in this channel, I share spiritual tips, I share messages, spiritual tips that will help you greatly, that will help you in every spiritual areas of your life. You doing it rightly, follow the instructions. By the grace of God, it must surely work for you. Applying faith, inviting God's presence in needs, prayers. Prayer must be among for it to work powerfully. If you love spiritual tips, go on and subscribe, turn on the bell so that whenever I upload videos, you get notified and come and watch. I want to let you know that what I share here are spiritual tips. Pama's TV, Pamela only share spiritual tips. I don't do spiritual work. So anybody telling you, give me money, I want to do spiritual work for you, claiming to be me, using my name, using my image, claiming to be me, I'm not the one. I don't do spiritual work for people. You have to take note. So if you use those natural things I share, those natural spiritual tips, it must surely help you greatly. If you apply faith in it, make sure that things, keep to the rules. It must surely help you greatly. As long as you invited God's presence in it. Tell God what you want. Just speak to God Almighty and pour out your mind. Anything you are doing at all, if you want to do any spiritual work, make sure that your faith is there. Invite God's presence in it. There's no how it will not work for you. Tell God before you start it that this is what you want to do. Inform him that you want to do this and let your spirit lead you. Anytime you are doing spiritual work, make sure that your spirit flows. Make sure that you have faith that this is going to help you greatly. Be focused in what you are doing. It must surely help you greatly. So this particular one, I'm going to tell you a powerful cleanse that you need to use to cleanse your environment. I've been sharing things like using it to cleanse yourself, having your bath with this, using it to wash your face, pour on your body to get rid of bad luck, to get rid of evil that the enemy must have afflicted upon you. So this particular one, use it to sprinkle around your shop or your environment or your home, especially if it's a new home. You have to get rid of negative power surrounding that place. Things will start working for you. So you have to get these few things I'm going to list for you. These are things made by God. These are the things purely natural. So do subscribe, share this video to everyone, okay? You have to turn on the bell so that whenever I upload videos, you get notified and come and watch. Apart from that, when I upload video, you will not see it too. So you have to subscribe, turn the bell on so that you get to know when I post new videos. So what you have to do, you have to get water. Water is cleansing. Water is very powerful. In case you don't know, this water you are seeing is very powerful. Get water from any source. When you have gotten water, the next thing is to invite God's presence in it. Pray to God Almighty. Tell God that He should come and take control. That He cannot do without Him. First, you have to ask God to have mercy upon you. Use Psalm 51. Plead for mercy. That is a mercy verse in the Bible. Speaking about mercy, telling God to have mercy upon you like you're a sinner, to cleanse out any iniquities that you must have committed. Okay? Before you make use of this. Then after that, you have to start speaking positivity into this water. Tell God what you want. That God should come and cleanse out any evil following you from since when you were born. Or the one that you must have attracted when you were growing up. Tell God that this should not be ordinary water. That I want this to be a blessed water to cleanse out every evil following you. Making you to experience bad luck. Making people not to favor you, making bad luck to follow you here and there. You try this, it will not work. You try this, it will not work. Why is it so? So you need to command God's, you need to speak positivity into this water. Tell God that you need His power to flow in and make this to be very powerful, to clean out evil. We are living in a wicked world. You have to know that spiritual always control physical. So if you know that, if you realize that, you notice that, you see that things will be getting better for you because your eyes will be open. Always tell God to open your spiritual eyes so that you will dream. You will see things in dream. You will hear His message. When He opens your eye, ask for God to open your ear as well so that when He speaks, you will understand, you will hear and know what to do, how to help yourself. So the next one to get is turmeric. Turmeric is highly cleansing. I don't know if you know about that. Turmeric is cleansing. It gets rid of evil. It gets rid of negative powers. It brings good luck. It attracts blessings. It makes the door to open for good things to come to one. Try to get turmeric. So this is the powdered one. And when the door opens, you see good things coming your way. You notice that those disappointments will no longer be there anymore. Those people that has promised you before and they did not fulfill, you keep on calling them, they keep on disappointing, they don't even want to pick your call. After this, you see that some of them will start calling back. Okay, so just try to make use of this. You will love it. So the next one is sea salt. Sea salt is very powerful. Okay, there are difference between sea salt and ordinary salt. The ordinary one is the one you use in cooking. Sea salt is mostly countable. There are also some sea salt which are smooth. So if you see that one that is smooth, you can also make use of it. Sea salt is highly good, very, very important spiritually. It helps to get rid of negative powers. It cleanses. It gets rid of bad omen. The bad omen, like if someone has placed a curse upon you, if someone has, place a limit that you cannot go above that limit. You are struggling, you cannot move forward. Salt gets rid of negative powers, stopping you from moving ahead. And when you labor, you see the result of your labor. You will enjoy it and not to suffer for nothing. So by the grace of God, if you make use of this, you get positive results by the grace of God. Spiritual work is not for everybody. I always say it. It must not work for everybody. So you have to take note that it may work for some certain people if you do it rightly. There are so many things that make spiritual work not to work. You can check my channel. I've also discussed about that. So after getting these 3 ingredients, I call it 3 ingredients because water is also an ingredient. Water is also very important here because without water, you cannot mix them well. So get water. The first thing that has to enter into that water is sea salt. Get any quantity of water. Transfer 1 tablespoon of salt first into that water. Then you have to allow it to dissolve. Just wait for some time for it to melt. As you add that salt, you have to start praying. Pray to God Almighty. Just speak to God. You know what you're passing through. You're the one wearing the shoe. You know how it pains, right? So speak to God. You know what you need. Tell God Almighty to come and remove every evil following you. Any evil you are passing through. What kind of evil? Anything that has made the door to close. That has made people not to hear you. The door is closed. Tell God to come and remove it. Then the next thing to do is to add half tablespoon of turmeric powder. So in case you added 2 tablespoons of sea salt, you have to add 1 tablespoon of turmeric powder. But it shouldn't be the same quantity with sea salt. So add turmeric powder, half tablespoon. Then you have to mix everything together. Please, when you are mixing, do not use metal. You have to use your hand. This is your right hand. This is actually my right hand. Is the camera? Maybe the camera is showing it left. Put your hand inside, even if it's everything, 1 finger, 2, or everything. Just mix together. As you are mixing, be praying. Personalize it. If you are the one using it, call your name in this. Tell God Almighty to cleanse out anything evil, whatsoever that is blocking your success, making you not to achieve good thing. That God should come and remove it. This is just a sample. Okay, so I'm going to mix mine right now. I'm going to mix it to show you. Okay, so just put it and mix together. Be mixing it like this. Be speaking positivity into this. When evil is gone out of your life, you see the doors open. You see blessings coming here and there. If you are going to use it in your business, speak positive thing. Tell God to come and remove every evil, making you to. You will carry your goods, you will not sell. Why? Just tell God that, God Almighty, please, you need your business you need to boost your business, you need open doors, you need good things, you need, just speak positivity into this. That God should make you sell. Please try, if you know you are selling, okay, make sure you are a genuine person. Make sure it's not business that will harm anybody or something that when somebody use it, or do not be fake. Do not be fake, so that things will work for you. Keep your hands clean. Be truthful. Be honest, and it will surely help you. So if you want to sprinkle it around your environment, do so for evil to leave that place, and so that your prayers will be heard. As you are praying, God Almighty will listen to you. When the environment is polluted, even if it's your main house, you need to cleanse the environment. Even if it's not your main house, you are living in a rented apartment, you need to cleanse that environment for evil to let go. Do you know how the foundation is? Do you know what is in that foundation? So you need to cleanse once in a while, even if you don't do it outside. If you're a tenant, you can do it in your house. Sprinkle in your house once in a while. Sprinkle in your house, not every day. After doing so, you can clean your house, but do so with prayer. So after mixing it, then you have to be sprinkling it around the environment. Be praying as you are doing so. Be praying as you are doing so. God Almighty will get rid of every evil surrounding that home and make it to succeed. Anything you do after that will start working. If you pray, God Almighty will hear you. Some people always ask, is normal prayer working? Is it still working? Yes, it still works. It's going to continue working forevermore because God Almighty is there to answer you. So that is, you don't rely on only spiritual work, okay? Even with spiritual work, just like this, you need prayer for it to work, of course. So prayer is everything. Your faith is needed. God's presence, the power of God need to flow in for it to work. And you cannot just be inviting the power of God for nothing. You have to keep your hands clean. Make sure that you don't offend anybody. Like, do not involve in something that will harm anybody or plotting evil for somebody and coming to command God's presence, God's power to be in this. It may not work. By the grace of God, anything you are searching for will surely work for you. Go on and sprinkle this around your environment and you see things changing for good. So this water, you can throw it away. You can add it into your bath water and have your bath. Anyhow you want to do it, it must surely work for you. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe. Share this video to everyone. Remain blessed as always. I will see you in my next video.